In the quiet before battle, in the space between the heartbeat and the war cry, there lies the mind of a warrior. A mind forged not by swords or fire, but by wisdom. Welcome to the art of war. Today, in a world where battles are fought not on fields, but in boardrooms, in your thoughts, in your habits, these principles are more relevant than ever. More than 2,500 years ago, Sun Tzu laid out not just a guide for victory in war, but a philosophy for victory in life. Let us begin our journey through the 21 principles of the art of war, starting with what every great warrior must master first, the mind. Principle 1. Know yourself. Sun Tzu said, "Know yourself, and you will win all battles." Before you can conquer the world, you must conquer your own doubts, fears, and weaknesses. Do you know your strengths? Your triggers? Your purpose? Self-awareness is the foundation of every triumph. It's the mirror in which you see your own potential. You can't defeat the enemy outside until you defeat the enemy within. Take time to sit in silence, journal your thoughts, reflect on your mistakes. That's not weakness, that's strategy. Principle 2. Know your enemy. If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. Not to hate, but to understand. The greatest warriors never fight blindly. Your enemy may not be wearing armor. It may be procrastination, distraction, self-doubt, fear of failure. Identify your obstacles. Give them a name. Because what you can define, you can defeat. Study your environment. Study the people who doubt you. Study your competitors. Principle 3. All war is based on deception. Appear weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak. In life, perception is power. Sometimes silence is louder than shouting. Stillness is deadlier than motion. Don't show all your cards. Don't speak every plan. Move in silence. Execute loudly. The world doesn't need to see you coming. They just need to feel it when you arrive. Every master warrior knows, the moment you attack too early, you expose yourself. Not every insult needs an answer. Not every opportunity is worth the risk. Principle 4. Strategic patience. He will win who knows when to fight and when not to fight. Not every battle is yours to fight. Timing is a weapon. Sun Tzu taught us that true power doesn't seek attention, it seeks impact. Patience is not passive, it's preparation. So wait, prepare, train, watch. Then strike when the moment is perfect. Principle 5. Strength in silence. The loudest in the room is rarely the strongest. Silent strength is uncheckable. Rise in daylight. It doesn't flex. It doesn't need validation. It simply arrives, disrupts, and wins. In today's noisy world, your silence becomes your edge. Work in shadows. Let them wonder how you did it, not watch as you try. Know yourself. Own your identity. Define your values. Every decision, every habit, every thought either brings you closer to victory or further into chaos. Know your enemy. Recognize your real opponents. Deception. Don't reveal your strategy. Let your results speak. Patience. Wait for your moment. Don't rush greatness. Silence. Master quiet confidence. Act when ready. In your discipline. In your refusal to give up. Every day is a battlefield. But remember this. We leave the mind and enter the battlefield of strategy. The war is won long before it begins. It's won in your mind, in the gym when no one is watching, in your journal. Look in the mirror. That is your first battlefield. Today, speak less, listen more, observe deeply. Strike precisely is where victory becomes inevitable. Walk like a warrior. Think like a general. Train like a savage. The greatest battles are not won by force. They are won by strategy. The sword is only as deadly as the hand that holds it and the mind that commands it. In this section, we go beyond the mindset. We step into the art of strategic domination, where every move is deliberate, every silence is meaningful, and every step is part of a larger design. Welcome to Mastering Strategy. Principle 6. Plan before you fight. Sun Tzu said, "Victorious warriors win first, and then go to war, while defeated warriors go to war first, and then seek to win." You don't rise by accident. You rise by design. Preparation is power. Every successful person you admire, from athletes to entrepreneurs, had a battle plan before their success became visible. Plan your day like it's a military operation. Know your how. Know your goals. Know your why, because failing to plan is planning to fail. Principle 7. Win without fighting. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. The highest level of mastery is not destruction. It is domination without conflict. You don't have to argue to prove your point. You don't have to flex to show strength. Let your presence win the room. Let your work silence the critics. Convince through clarity. Lead by example. Influence without force. A warrior who never draws their blade is the most dangerous of all. Principle 8. Move like water. Sun Tzu taught us, in the midst of chaos, there is also opportunity. Water is powerful because it adapts. It doesn't resist. It flows. It bends. Then it breaks through. Be like water. When plans collapse, adapt. When doors close, shift. When the world changes, evolve. Flexibility isn't weakness. It's strength disguised. Those who can't adapt perish. Principle 9. Attack weakness, not strength. Avoid what is strong. Strike at what is weak. You don't to take down a mountain by charging the peak. You chip away at the cracks. In life, don't waste energy attacking what's solid. Look for loopholes. Look for vulnerabilities. Look for moments of fatigue. Work smarter, not harder. Win where they least expect you to. This is not cowardice. This is intelligence. Principle 10. Adapt to chaos. In chaos, there is opportunity. When others panic, you remain calm. When the world burns, you walk through flames untouched. Chaos is your advantage if you learn to breathe in it. But you can be prepared mentally, emotionally, tactically. Don't wish for calm waters. Train to sail in storms, because the world won't always be fair. Conditions won't always be perfect. 5 tools of victory. Plan before you fight. Success is drawn out before it's earned. Win without fighting. Influence is greater than intimidation. Move like water. Flow with change. Flow with purpose. Attack weakness. Find leverage, not friction. Adapt to chaos. Stay calm in the eye of the storm. Is building every day, while others react emotionally, aimlessly, and without purpose. Here's the truth. The most dangerous person isn't the one who talks the most or fights the hardest. It's the one who moves in silence, thinks in patterns, and acts with precision. That person, that warrior, you're not just fighting for success. You're outthinking the battlefield of life. The war room he studies. Picture a general, alone, at night. A candle flickers beside a map spread wide. He doesn't pace. He plans. He doesn't scream. He doesn't hope. He executes. Now imagine that general is you. Every decision you make is a move. Every mistake is a lesson. Every moment is a step closer to mastery. This is not just motivation. This is war. And war belongs to the one who understands strategy. Think like a general today. Don't just work. Plan, structure, strategize. Be intentional with your time. Set up your next week like it's a mission. Break it into targets. Hit them one by one. Outplay, outlast, outsmart. Because Section 3 is about discipline, leadership, and control, the traits of a true general. And if you're ready to lead, if you're ready to stop reacting and start commanding, Then get ready for the next evolution of the warrior within. The sharpest sword cuts once, but the sharpest mind? It never has to draw its blade. Power is not just physical. It's psychological. It's not always about defeating your opponent. Sometimes it's about making them defeat themselves. This section is not about brute force. It's about mental warfare, the silent game of perception, illusion, and influence. Principle 16. Appear weak when you are strong. Sun Tzu said, "Appear weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak." This is not cowardice. This is strategy. Why show your full strength and give your enemy the chance to prepare? Let them underestimate you. Let them think they've won. Then strike with precision. The greatest victories come not when the enemy is afraid, but when the enemy is arrogant. Keep your power quiet. Let them sleep on you, because when the time comes, they won't see you coming. Principle 17. Disrupt the enemy's plans. The best way to defeat the enemy is to break their plans. You don't always have to overpower your opponent. You just have to outmaneuver them. Throw off their rhythm. Disrupt their habits. Make them question themselves. In life, your enemy could be a competitor. Or it could be you, the lazy version of yourself. Disrupt your old patterns. Break the routine that keeps you small. Confusion to your enemy is clarity for you. Principle 18. Create the illusion of control. When capable, feign incapacity. When active, feign inactivity. Let others think they are in charge. Let the world believe you're just lucky, just quiet, just normal. Because once they believe they understand you, they stop watching. And that's when you move. Control is not always visible. The most powerful person in the room is often the one saying the least, but observing the most. Use illusion. Let them think they've figured you out. Then rewrite the script. Principle 19. Attack the mind, not the body. To capture the enemy's entire army is better than to destroy it. Victory is not always about destruction. Sometimes it's about domination without damage. The true warrior doesn't need to break someone. They just need to break their will, their confidence, their certainty. This is how you win in business, in arguments, in competition. By staying unshakable while they unravel. Speak calmly when they yell. Stay consistent when they spiral. Stay present when they drift. Your stability becomes their collapse. Principle 20. Let victory define you, not ego. He who knows when to fight and when not to fight will be victorious. Not because they were weak, but because they were proud. The battlefield is littered with fallen warriors. Let your discipline shine. Ego is the enemy of endurance. Let your results speak. You don't need applause. You don't need attention. You need impact. And impact doesn't come from trying to prove yourself. It comes from moving with purpose, with calm, and with clarity. Win quietly. Walk away wisely. Become the shadow, appear weak when strong. Let them sleep on you. Wake them with success. Disrupt the enemy's plans. Break patterns. Steal momentum. Create the illusion of control. Disappear in plain sight. Attack the mind. Break will, not just the body. Let victory define you. Ego fades. Discipline lasts. We live in a world of loud distractions, ego-driven flexing, and desperate overexposure. But you are building something smarter, something deeper. Your game isn't noise. It's precision. You don't need validation. You need results. You don't need war. You need control. And control begins with knowing that the greatest battles are often the quietest ones, fought in the space between perception and reality. A warrior enters the battlefield alone. The enemy army laughs. He's unarmed, unbothered, unshaken. But then, before the first sword is drawn, before the war horn sounds, they begin to fall. One by one, mind by mind, doubt by doubt. The warrior never swings once. He wins by being 10 steps ahead. That's you. That's power. That's the art of war. Master the mental arena today. Don't react, observe. Don't defend, disrupt. Don't prove, perform. Let them underestimate you. Let them misread you. Let them think you're done. Then rise, silently, strategically, unapologetically. Because in Section 5, we arrive at the final principle, the ultimate mastery, winning without fighting. The journey ends not in blood, but in wisdom. A sword is nothing without the warrior's grip. A plan is useless without the discipline to execute. A kingdom crumbles when the leader lacks vision. We've forged the mindset. We've mastered strategy. Now we march into what separates the dreamers from the doers. Discipline, focus, and leadership. These are not just traits. These are weapons. Principle 11. Discipline wins battles. Sun Tzu didn't say motivation wins. He didn't say talent wins. He said discipline, the ability to do what must be done, even when you don't feel like it. The undisciplined mind is a liability, but the disciplined one? Unstoppable. Wake up early. Train daily. Show up relentlessly. Let your actions become your armor. Let routine become your resistance. You don't need to feel inspired. You just need to stay committed. Principle 12. Lead with wisdom, not ego. A leader leads by example, not by force. True leadership isn't control. It's influence. It's the ability to stay calm in chaos, to speak life into others when morale is low, to guide without shouting. Ego destroys. Wisdom builds. A true leader listens before they speak. They serve before they command. They walk the battlefield first, so others follow with faith. If you seek power for yourself, you will fall. If you seek to uplift others, you rise together. Principle 13. Control emotions. Anger can turn joy into sadness and hope into despair. The greatest battles are lost not because the enemy was stronger, but because emotions took over. You can't lead yourself or others if you're a slave to your reactions. Train your emotional discipline like you train your muscles. Breathe when others panic. Think when others shout. Respond when others react. Power isn't just strength. It's restraint. Never let someone pull you out of your position. That's not bold, that's blind. Principle 14. Timing is everything. Opportunities multiply as they are seized. Every warrior knows. It's not just what you do. It's when you do it. Some rush and lose. Some hesitate and miss. But the warrior with timing? They strike like lightning, with precision and perfection. That comes from preparation, from patience, from awareness. Know when to wait. Know when to act. And never confuse urgency with desperation. Let life be your rhythm, not your race. Principle 15. Unity is power. When troops are united, the brave cannot advance alone, nor can the coward retreat alone. Whether in business, in family, or in your inner circle, you win when you are united. No general wins alone. No mission succeeds without a loyal squad. Surround yourself with warriors, not talkers, not complainers, not cowards, but people who sharpen your mind and challenge your weakness. Loyalty, trust, shared vision. That's how you win wars. The command center discipline wins battles. Show up even when it's hard. Lead with wisdom, not ego. Power is earned through example. Control emotions. Your feelings are tools, not masters. Timing is everything. Patience creates precision. Unity is power. Alone you're fast. Together, you're unstoppable. Look around. The world is full of noise, of ego, of distraction, of people pretending to lead when they haven't even led themselves. But a true warrior is calm in the storm, focused in the chaos, grounded in values, unshakable in vision. You want to lead? Then first lead your own mind, then led by example. Then bring others with you, not behind you, but beside you. The leader's path, picture this. A soldier stands among thousands, not the loudest, not the tallest. But when the time comes, he moves first, and the others, they follow, not because they were told to, but because he earned it. That's you. You're no longer the one looking for permission. You're no longer the one reacting. You are the one leading. Command your space today. Command your day. Command your focus. Command your circle. Cut the distractions. Shut down the excuses. Lead your energy. Lead your habits. Lead your life. You don't have to scream to be a general. You just have to be consistent. Victory isn't always about conquering others. Sometimes it's about conquering yourself and choosing not to fight at all. We've explored the warrior's mindset, mastered strategy, embraced discipline, and studied the psychology of battle. Now we arrive at the final principle, the highest level of power, the rarest kind of victory. Principle 21. The greatest victory is won without battle. Sun Tzu said, "To win 100 victories in 100 battles is not the acme of skill. To subdue the enemy without fighting is the acme of skill. This is where ego ends, and wisdom begins." The highest level of the warrior is not the fighter. It is the master, the one who chooses peace because he has already won the war within. He could destroy you. He could humiliate you. He could break you. But he doesn't, because he doesn't need to. That is power. Power balanced by purpose. True warriors don't fight for drama, pride, or revenge, for legacy, for truth. They fight for balance. But when battle becomes unnecessary, when the outcome is already written, they lay down the sword, because they know violence is easy. Peace requires mastery. So stop seeking battles to prove yourself. Start seeking wisdom to evolve yourself. From fighter to master, there's a fighter in every one of us, but the master is harder to find. The fighter reacts to insults, needs validation, trains for war, smiles in silence, builds in private, lives with purpose. The master chooses peace not because he's afraid to fight, but because he no longer needs to. He knows his energy is sacred, his mission is bigger, and his legacy cannot be shaken by petty battles. Apply the 21 principles to real life. These are not just ideas for war. These are tools for modern life, in business, relationships, mindset, and purpose. Career and business. Know yourself. Build a career that aligns with your true values. Plan before you pitch. Study your competition, but attack only where they are weak. Lead with clarity, not ego. Be the one who wins without noise. Be the silent builder. Let your work speak for you. Timing is your friend. Not everything needs to happen now. Adapt to chaos. Life doesn't wait for you to feel ready. Don't react emotionally. Respond with purpose. Let others underestimate you, then shock them with results. Win the war in the mirror, and the world will follow. Win without arguing. Win with calmness. Don't break people. Influence them. Let your peace disrupt their chaos. Don't seek to win every fight. Seek to win the connection. Master your emotions, and you master relationships. Know yourself. Know your enemy. All war is based on deception, strategic patience, strength, and silence. Plan before you fight. Win without fighting. Move like water. Attack weakness, not strength. Adapt to chaos. Discipline wins battles. Lead with wisdom, not ego. Control emotions. Timing is everything. Unity is power. Appear weak when you are strong. Disrupt the enemy's plans. Create the illusion of control. Attack the mind, not the body. Let victory define you, not ego. Win without battle. Final message. Live like a warrior. Lead like a master. You are not here to live soft. You are not here to shrink. You are here to rise, to evolve, to lead. Not just others, but yourself. You are a warrior of the mind, a soldier of discipline, a general of strategy, a master of restraint. You don't need war to win. You need wisdom to last. So build your empire in silence. Move with power. Speak with precision. And win with honor. The art of war is the art of self-mastery. And the one who masters himself is already victorious.